Hi, and welcome to SkyTech Gaming's mini-series where we take a look at each individual component of your computer, what they do, and how everything works to get you the best performance for your system. My name is Chris, and in this first episode, we will be talking about your GPU, or most commonly known as your graphics card. Let's get started. Okay, let's admit it. We all want the latest and fastest graphics card so we can play our favorite games at the highest resolution and the best graphic settings. But once we start looking at our budget and availability, we find ourselves asking the important question of which one should I buy? Before we answer that, let's talk about what a GPU is and what it does for your overall gaming performance. Graphics cards have been around since the early days of the PC. Like everything else, they have evolved from small passively cooled versions to the monstrous, power-hungry, expensive cards that we know today. But while a lot has changed, the basic technology behind how they work has stayed mostly the same. Just like your PC, GPUs have a main processing unit and memory known as VRAM. These components are responsible for calculating tons of complex equations to ultimately figure out what color, position, and brightness the pixels should be displayed in your monitor. The better the card, the faster it can calculate this and the higher your frame rate goes. Over the years, GPUs have evolved to do more than just show you how nice the environment is on Shadow of the Tomb Raider before chucking Lara off a cliff, missing your parachute deployment on Warzone, and letting you explore high-detailed worlds on your favorite game. GPUs are now utilized as computational powerhouses for things like editing photo and videos, 3D rendering for your favorite movies, and even to train new powerful AI. But now that we know what a GPU is and what it does, let's get back to your question on which one we should buy. Believe it or not, most entry-level to mid-range graphics cards are capable of playing most of today's top titles at good frame rates on medium settings. But there's more than just the GPU to consider when getting the most out of your gaming performance. We also need to make sure that we are properly pairing our GPUs and CPUs. You don't want one or the other component to massively outperform the other, or they just end up stalling and waiting to render the frames you need at any given time. Now that we have covered what a GPU is, what it does, and what is important to look for, we come to the final question: do I need to upgrade my graphics card? I would highly suggest using online resources to find out which card will provide the performance you're looking for in the games you play and the resolution you play at. There are tons of YouTube videos out there showing the performance of today's cards in virtually any game out there. But if you want a number for your system's performance, then download Unigen's Superposition Benchmark. It is a synthetic benchmark that is repeatable, so you can check for performance change with each upgrade you do to your system. Once you know what card you want, I would highly suggest using resources such as Bottleneck Calculator to see if your processor and your new graphics card will work well together to give you the performance you're looking for. Don't be surprised if your processor is holding back 10 to 20% of your graphics card's performance. This is pretty common for those going from an older generation CPU and GPU to a newer one. Sometimes just tossing in a new GPU isn't going to give you the performance you expect when paired with older CPUs. Sadly, increasingly demanding games and applications can catch up to our aging systems, and we have to upgrade the CPU and GPU together. While we highly recommend people to learn to upgrade their PCs, if this isn't something you are comfortable with, feel free to check out our website linked down in the description below. There you will find a huge selection of pre-built systems we have tailored for any budget, and even a custom builder if you want to choose your own configuration. I hope this video is helpful to some of you who are thinking about buying a new graphics card, and it helps you choose the right upgrade path for your system should you decide to do so. Thanks for joining us on this one. My name is Chris, and we'll see you on the next episode.